Alhamdulillah. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful. Peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them your entire life? Like your soul recognized theirs before your mind could catch up? Or maybe you're sitting here right now wondering when Allah will send you the right person. Wondering if you're being forgotten. Wondering if everyone else is finding love while you're still waiting. What if I told you that Allah has already started writing your love story? What if the signs are already there, but you just haven't recognized them yet? What if, right now, in this very moment, Allah is quietly arranging everything, moving pieces you can't see, preparing a heart you haven't met? You see, Allah doesn't work the way we expect. He doesn't announce His plans with loud signs or clear messages. He works in silence, in mystery, in ways so subtle that most people miss them completely. And that's exactly why so many believers walk past their soulmate without even realizing it. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 powerful ways Allah introduces you to your soulmate without you even knowing. And I promise you, by the end of this, you'll start seeing your life differently. You'll start noticing the signs you've been overlooking. You'll start trusting the timing you've been questioning. So if you've ever felt alone, if you've ever doubted whether your person is coming, or if you're simply curious about how Allah works in matters of the heart, stay with me. Because what you're about to hear might just change everything you thought you knew about finding the one Allah has written for you. Before we begin, let's be honest about something. The world has sold us a lie about love. Movies, songs, social media. They've convinced us that love is supposed to be dramatic, instant, and obvious. That you're supposed to see someone and just know that sparks are supposed to fly. That everything is supposed to feel magical from day one. But that's not how Allah works. Allah's plans are deep. They're layered. They're woven into the fabric of your life in ways you won't understand until years later when you look back and say, SubhanAllah, it was always leading to this. The truth is, Allah has been preparing you for your soulmate long before you ever meet them. He's been shaping your character, testing your patience, breaking your heart so He can rebuild it stronger, removing the wrong people so there's space for the right one. Every delay, every disappointment, every moment you thought you were being forgotten, Allah was actually protecting you, redirecting you, preparing you. And when the time is right, He doesn't just throw 2 people together and hope it works. No, He orchestrates it. He plans it. He places signs, subtle clues, quiet whispers that only a heart connected to Him can recognize. So let's talk about the 3 ways Allah introduces you to your soulmate, often without you even realizing it. And as we go through these, I want you to pay close attention, because one of these might be happening in your life right now. Way 1. Through unexplainable peace in their presence. The first way Allah introduces you to your soulmate is through a feeling you can't quite explain. It's not butterflies. It's not nervousness. It's not the racing heart that movies taught you to expect. It's peace. Deep, unexplainable peace. You meet someone, and for reasons you can't understand, you feel calm around them. You feel like you can breathe. You feel safe. Not in a romantic way at first. Not in a way that screams, "This is the one." But in a way that feels like home. Like your soul just exhaled after holding its breath for years. This is one of Allah's most subtle signs. Because in a world full of noise, chaos, and confusion, true peace is rare. And when Allah wants to show you that someone is meant for you, He gives you something the world can't fake. Tranquility. Ease. A sense of belonging that doesn't need explanations. You might not even be attracted to them at first. You might think they're just a friend, just someone you happen to meet. But there's something about their presence that makes you feel lighter. Their voice doesn't irritate you. Their silence doesn't make you uncomfortable. Being around them doesn't drain you. It restores you. And here's the thing most people miss. They're waiting for fireworks when Allah is giving them peace. They're looking for intensity when Allah is offering them ease. They're searching for passion when Allah is planting something much deeper. Something that will last when passion fades. Something that will hold you together when life gets hard. Because real love, the kind that's written by Allah, isn't built on excitement. It's built on sakina, on tranquility, on a deep, soul-level recognition that this person was made to walk beside you. The Prophet said that when a man and woman are brought together in marriage, it's as if half of their deen is completed. Why? Because the right person doesn't just love you. They bring you peace, they help you grow, they remind you of Allah when you forget. They make your worship easier, not harder. They calm the storm inside you instead of adding to it. So if you've met someone and you feel an unusual sense of peace around them, don't dismiss it. Don't overlook it because it's not dramatic enough. Don't ignore it because it doesn't match what you've been conditioned to expect. That peace might be Allah whispering to your heart, pay attention. This one is different. But here's where it gets even more beautiful. This peace doesn't come to just anyone. It comes to those who have worked on their relationship with Allah. It comes to those who have purified their hearts, who have made dua in the depths of the night, who have asked Allah to send them someone who will be good for their deen and their dunya. Because Allah protects that feeling. He reserves it. He doesn't give it to people who would misuse it or take it for granted. He gives it to hearts that are ready, to souls that have been patient, to believers who trusted Him even when the weight felt unbearable. So if you haven't felt this yet, it doesn't mean it's not coming. It means Allah is still preparing you. He's still refining you. He's still removing from your heart the attachments that would prevent you from recognizing true peace when it arrives. And when you're ready, when your heart is in the right place, He will send that person. And you will know, not because of fireworks, but because of a calmness you've never felt before. Way 2. Through repeated, coincidental encounters. The second way Allah introduces you to your soulmate is through what people call coincidences. But, as believers, we know there's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is qadar, everything is written, everything is planned. You keep running into the same person, at the masjid, at a community event, through mutual friends, in places you don't normally go. And every time it happens you think, that's weird. What are the odds? But it's not weird. It's Allah. He's weaving your paths together in ways that seem random but are actually deeply intentional. He's putting this person in your line of sight again and again, giving you opportunities to notice them, to speak to them, to see their character in different settings. And He's doing it so naturally that you don't even realize a divine plan is unfolding. Think about it. How many people do you pass in your life and never see again? Hundreds. Thousands. But then there's this one person who keeps showing up. Not in an uncomfortable way, not in a way that feels forced, but in a way that makes you start to wonder, why do I keep seeing them? That wondering, that curiosity, that's the beginning of Allah opening your heart. And here's what's beautiful about this method. Allah isn't just bringing you together physically. He's giving you time. Time to observe. Time to see how they treat others when they don't know you're watching. Time to notice their character, their manners, their connection to the deen. Time to see them in their natural state, not the version people perform on first dates or in staged situations. Because real compatibility isn't discovered in one conversation. It's discovered in repeated encounters where you start to see patterns. You start to see how they handle stress, how they speak about others, how they treat people who can't do anything for them, how they react when things don't go their way. You start to see their heart, not just their appearance. And if Allah wants you to be with someone, He will continue to place them in your path until you finally pay attention. Until you finally stop dismissing it as coincidence and start asking yourself, could this be a sign? But here's the test. Not everyone who appears repeatedly is meant for you. Sometimes Allah brings people into your life multiple times to teach you discernment, to show you what you don't want, to help you recognize red flags, to train your heart to know the difference between someone who's good for you and someone who's just familiar. So how do you know the difference? You ask Allah. You pray istikhara. You observe not just how often you see them, but how you feel when you see them. Do they bring out the best in you or the worst? Do they make you want to be closer to Allah or further? Do they respect your boundaries or push past them? Do they honor your values or challenge them? Because repeated encounters are an opportunity, not a guarantee. Allah is giving you time to evaluate, to think, to make a wise decision. He's not forcing you into anything. He's simply opening a door and letting you choose whether to walk through it. And if you do walk through it, if you take the steps to pursue it in a halal way, with the right intentions and the right people involved, and it's truly meant for you, Allah will make it easy. Doors will open, conversations will flow, families will agree, and what once seemed like random coincidences will suddenly make perfect sense as part of a beautiful divine plan. But if it's not meant for you, Allah will close that door. And you'll be grateful He did. Even if it hurts at first, because His rejection is protection, His no is mercy, and His redirection is always towards something better. Way 3. Through deep, meaningful conversations that feel different. The third way Allah introduces you to your soulmate is through conversations that don't feel like normal conversations. They feel different, deeper, more real. You start talking to someone maybe about something small, something ordinary, but somehow within minutes, you're discussing life, purpose, faith, dreams, struggles, things you don't normally share with strangers, things you don't even share with people you've known for years. And it doesn't feel forced, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, it feels natural, like you've been waiting your whole life to have this conversation with this person. This is one of the most powerful signs Allah sends. Because the tongue speaks what the heart contains. And when two hearts are aligned by Allah, their words flow. They understand each other without trying. They connect on a level that goes beyond physical attraction or shared interests. They connect on values, on vision, on what matters most. You'll notice something else too. Time disappears when you talk to them. Minutes feel like seconds. Hours pass and you don't even realize it. You could talk to them forever and never get bored. And when the conversation ends, you don't feel drained like you do with most people. You feel inspired, encouraged, understood. That's not a coincidence. That's compatibility on a soul level. That's two people whose hearts speak the same language. And Allah is the one who teaches hearts how to understand each other. But here's what makes this even more significant. Not everyone gets access to your deep conversations. Not everyone gets to hear your thoughts, your fears, your dreams. You guard those parts of yourself. You protect them. You only share them with people you trust, people you feel safe with. So when someone comes into your life and you find yourself opening up to them without fear, without hesitation, without that voice in your head saying, "Don't say too much," that's Allah removing the walls around your heart. That's Him creating a connection that's meant to go somewhere. And the most beautiful part, it's mutual. They feel it too. They open up to you. They share things they don't normally share. They trust you with parts of themselves they usually keep hidden. And in those moments of vulnerability, something sacred is being built. A foundation, a bond, a friendship that could become something more. Because the best marriages aren't built on attraction alone. They're built on friendship, on genuine liking, on enjoying each other's company, on being able to talk about everything and nothing and still feeling connected. And Allah knows that. So when He's preparing two people for each other, He starts with the heart. He starts with conversations that matter. But let me be clear about something. Deep conversations alone don't mean someone is your soulmate. What matters is what those conversations lead to. Do they lead to more righteousness? Do they make you want to be a better Muslim? Do they inspire you to grow, to improve, to get closer to Allah? Or do they lead you away from what's right? Because Shaitan can also create deep connections. He can make haram relationships feel meaningful. He can make inappropriate conversations feel deep. That's why it's so important to keep Allah at the center. To make sure that every conversation, every connection, every step forward is done in a way that honors Him. If the conversations are leading you toward Allah, if they're happening within proper boundaries, if they're building something halal and honorable, then yes, this could be a sign. But if they're pulling you into secrecy, into inappropriate closeness, into anything that compromises your faith, then it's not from Allah. It's a test. And you need to step back, protect your heart, and trust that the real thing won't require you to compromise your deen. So there you have it. 3 ways Allah introduces you to your soulmate without you even realizing it. Through unexplainable peace in their presence, through repeated, seemingly coincidental encounters, and through deep, meaningful conversations that feel different from anything you've experienced before. But here's what I need you to understand. These signs are not guarantees. They're not magic formulas. They're simply ways Allah opens doors. What you do with those doors is up to you. You can walk through them with wisdom, patience, and the right intentions. Or you can ignore them, rush through them, or force them open before they're ready. The key is to stay connected to Allah, to keep praying, to keep asking for guidance, to keep purifying your heart so that when the right person comes, you're ready. Not just emotionally ready, not just financially ready, but spiritually ready. Ready to build a life that honors Allah. Ready to be the kind of spouse that reflects the mercy and love of Islam. And if you're still waiting, if you haven't seen these signs yet, please don't lose hope. Allah's timing is perfect. He's not late, He's not early, He's right on time. And every single day you wait, He's preparing you. He's strengthening you. He's removing what would harm you and protecting what's meant for you. Your soulmate is out there. Right now, living their life, going through their own struggles, making their own du'as, and Allah is preparing both of you for the moment your paths will cross. And when that moment comes, it will be worth every tear you cried, every lonely night you endured, every time you almost gave up, but chose to trust Him instead. So be patient, be faithful, be hopeful, because Allah doesn't forget those who trust Him, and the love story He writes is always, always better than anything you could have written for yourself. If this video touched your heart, if it gave you hope, if it made you see your situation differently, then don't keep it to yourself. There's someone in your life right now, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, who needs to hear this. Someone who's losing hope. Someone who thinks they'll never find the right person. Someone who needs to be reminded that Allah hasn't forgotten them. Share this video with them. Let it be the reminder they need today. And if this message resonated with you, hit that like button. Your like helps this video reach more people who need to hear it. It tells the algorithm to spread this message to hearts that are searching for exactly this. Subscribe to this channel if you want more content that strengthens your faith, deepens your understanding, and reminds you of Allah's mercy in every area of your life. We create videos that speak to your soul, not just your ears. So hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a reminder that could change your life. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you experienced any of these signs? Are you currently waiting for your soulmate? What lesson hit you the hardest in this video? Your comment could be the encouragement someone else needs. Your story could give someone else hope. So share it. Let's build a community of believers who support each other, remind each other, and lift each other up. And most importantly, make dua. Ask Allah to send you someone who will be the coolness of your eyes, the comfort of your heart, and the one who helps you reach Jannah. Ask Him to make you worthy of a righteous spouse. Ask Him to write for you a love story that glorifies Him. Because when you ask Allah, He answers. Maybe not immediately, maybe not in the way you expect, but He always, always answers. Jazakumullahu khairan for watching. May Allah bless you with a spouse who loves you for His sake, who helps you grow closer to Him, and who walks with you toward Jannah. May He grant you peace in the wait, clarity in the confusion, and strength in the loneliness. Until next time, keep your faith strong, your heart clean, and your trust in Allah unshakable. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.